Welcome to the Vendador Table. This week we're going to be focusing on our roasted leg of venison that we're pairing with flavors of carrot, grapefruit, radicchio, and gochujang. It is just a phenomenal dish to have during the winter months, and we really hope that you guys enjoy it and you get to make it at home. We're going to start off by blanching our peeled carrots. We've got our boiling salted water here. We're going to drop them in for about 2 minutes. We're gonna pull our carrots out. I'm just gonna clean them off a little bit. So we've got our pan hot. I'm gonna be going in with our butter. You need a fair amount of butter for this because you kind of really want to caramelize it inside of the butter. And while that's going, I'm just going to add in our thyme and our rosemary. Crush a little bit of garlic and add that directly to the pan as well. Our butter is melted, our aromatics are really pungent. I'm gonna go in with our carrots. I'm not seasoning them yet. And now we're gonna be cooking these low and slow until they caramelize. I'm just getting my dehydrator rack ready. I'm gonna put a piece of seafoam at the bottom of it so it doesn't drip down to the next slide. And we'll gently pull out our carrots. Then I'm gonna season them with salt right away. Making sure to get all sides. And then take our larger piece, cut it, and make it ready for the dehydrator. And once we rehydrate it in our gastrique, it'll really pick up a lot of that flavor. We're gonna give it a light dusting of paprika. The other piece of carrot we're just gonna cut lengthwise to expose the flesh, and then we'll use this part for the actual plating. So when we're ready for service, we're just gonna bring this back into the picture. Now we'll move on to juicing our carrots. Next, we're gonna take half of the carrot juice and pour it into our pot. This is gonna be the beginning of our gastrique. So then I'm gonna take my roasted bell pepper and fermented chili paste. Then we've got our rice wine vinegar. And we're gonna be adding a little bit of sugar as well. So I'm just dissolving this a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it over the fire, and I'm gonna be reducing it slowly until it becomes a syrup. Next, we're gonna work on our carrot puree. So we'll take our peeled carrots and thinly slice them. Place them directly into our pot. We'll add our roasted red bell peppers, and then we'll add in our carrot juice until they're submerged. Roll out our orange and go directly in. We'll add in a scant of paprika just for a little bit of color. We're just giving everything a little bit of a mix so that everything is homogeneous, and we're gonna cook it over medium heat for about 45 minutes until everything is very tender. Next, we're going to shave our carrots. Use your favorite ring cutter. I've got this guy on me. Put a couple together, stamp it through. Once we have them cut out, we'll just put them directly into our ice water to crisp up. Along with our carrot, we're gonna pair it with a little bit of radicchio. So I've just cleaned out some of the outer shells, and I really just want as much of the red as possible. It'll look really nice with the color of the venison and the carrots kind of playing on that red and orange vibe. I like to keep this pretty organic, just make little incisions like this. And we'll just place them directly with our carrots. They'll crisp up at the same time, and we'll use that as our garnish. So now our gastrique has been cooking for about 45 minutes, and it's reached this kind of syrupy consistency. All we want to do from here is just strain it, make sure that no lumps have been created along the way, and then we'll reserve that for service. The next component is going to be an orange supreme. So we'll cut the top and bottom off, then carefully go around the sides, exposing the flesh, taking off the pith. So our carrots and red bell pepper has been cooking for about an hour at this point, and they're really, really soft. but we're gonna transfer them directly into our blender. As you can see, I really like to incorporate a lot of the same ingredients into the same dish, but in a few different ways to really be able to highlight them. Next, I'm gonna add a few knobs of butter to really kind of help out that mouthfeel and give it a really velvety texture. So we'll go in with our first one, and then while it's blending, we'll add in our second. The last thing that we need to do is just season it. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of salt. I don't want it to taste like anything else besides the carrots and the roasted bell pepper, so I really just want to accentuate that as much as possible. Next, we're just gonna strain our puree. Make sure that there are no lumps in it. Just gonna transfer our puree to a pint deli until we're ready for service. I'm gonna put it in an ice bath with some cling film, touching the actual puree so that it doesn't create a skin on us. And once we're ready to use it, we'll just heat it back up and get our quenelles out of it. Next, we're gonna cook up our venison. This one is coming from northern Michigan. Particularly, this is a leg piece. You might use like a tenderloin or even the back straps if you really wanted to. I personally really enjoy the leg meat. I think it has a lot of striations within it. So I'm just gonna hit it very liberally with salt and pepper. Flip it back over. Hit it again with salt and pepper. Now we'll put it in a pan directly going away from us. We'll put our hand on it just so it gets that nice initial sear. I like leaving this pretty rare, so a really hard sear is really all that I want on it. On both sides. Just going to turn off the pan here and add in our butter. Throw in our rosemary and thyme and the crushed garlic. Now it's time to let it rest. So these are the dehydrated carrots that we powdered with a little bit of paprika. As you can see, they've started to really kind of lose a lot of their moisture. This is really great because what you want is for them to rehydrate in that caramel gastrique that we made. So put them directly into our sauce. We'll bring everything to a light simmer just to make sure that everything is heated through. But it's such a fun texture. So we have our radicchio and our carrots in a bowl. I'm just gonna hit them with a little bit of olive oil. Then I'll go in with just a little pinch of salt. Just gently give them a little bit of a mix. Set them to the side. It's time to plate. We have all of our components ready. We're gonna start with our carrot puree, a few dollops on the plate. Next, we're gonna go in with our roasted carrots, followed by our supreme. We'll go into slicing our venison, finishing it off with a little bit of crunchy salt. Bring it in onto our plate. Go in the center with our carrots and our sauce, and finish off with our shaved carrot. And last but not least, a little bit of our radicchio. And there you have it. There is our roasted leg of venison with carrots, with radicchio, and also citrus in the forms of orange and grapefruit. Just so unique and so bright and just pumped with flavors. You get the heat from the gochujang, but you also get the sweetness from the roasted carrot. It is just an amazing dish. Thank you for watching Vendador Table this week. We will see you on the next one.